Good morning, party people. It appears that I have survived the haircut fiasco. Not too bad. Anyway, had a kind of a short day yesterday, shorter than I expected. Got started kind of late because it was chilly. Didn't really want to get out there until it warmed up a little bit. That looks like it's going to be the same situation today. It's in the 40s. I don't have any cooler climate clothes, so I'm probably going to hang out till about 11 and then get started. Go visit somebody here in Maryland and get started on getting their vehicle in shape, however many vehicles they have. Today's video, I was still in Pennsylvania helping Rebecca. We got her 850 serviced after the dryer accumulator replacement. We also checked out her 850R. When I did the PCV, after getting that done, not exactly sure why, maybe an error on my part with not being careful with power. She had an error code, which is the BCS or the TCV turbo control valve solenoid not working properly. So we replaced the valve, still wasn't working. We swapped computers, stuff like that, still wasn't working. We ended up checking for power at it. It wasn't getting power. Had to supply power to it, got that thing working back. Her car is not boosting quite right. Maybe the wastegate actuator, not sure. When we disconnect the vacuum from the wastegate actuator, that thing boosts right up to 14, 15 pounds. Got to be careful when doing that. Anyway, we put power to it, got that going. Then I switched towns, went over to the Allentown area, helped Peter, and man, had a little treat there. Wasn't expecting that, but did some work on his V70 T5 98 model. So in the Maryland area, I hope to see you guys soon. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert. That's me. This video contains things that I tinker with throughout the day. For step-by-step detailed instructions of those tasks, you can click on the links in the comment section below. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. This video also has tips and tricks that I've learned over the years. So, thank you very much for watching. Kicking off the morning with Emma Jean. Trying to get this AC service. We replaced the accumulator. Trying to get enough refrigerant in there, the compressor kick on. We also pulled the dash, fixed the broken dash tabs. When it gets enough fluid in there, it'll kick on. Oh, it kicked on for a second. There it is, start the cycle. Got the gauge in the vent. The compressor cycling, so it's not doing all it should. Seems to be stable, close to 90. I don't know how accurate that is. Feels like more like 75. So we're going to service another can and see what that does to that. Getting to where the compressor is staying in longer. When the compressor's on, it's going down in the lower part of the green. So let's see if it's starting to get a little cooler inside here. AC compressor, the fan kicked on, the air feels cool coming out here. Let me move over to this side. Feels pretty cool coming out here. I don't know if something's wrong with my thermometer or not. It's going down slowly. Temperature gauge reading 72. Man, I think that's probably at least 10 degrees off. The compressor is staying engaged out here in excess of 2 minutes. So I'm gonna leave it there. I think they're gonna be good to go. On this white 850R, ever since I did the PCV system, I've had a check engine light for the boost control valve down there. And now that I think about it, I remember moving the intake manifold over
and it hit the positive cable and it threw a spark. So that may have something to do with this code being here. So I'm checking all the fuses. If I can't find any problems with a fuse, I'm gonna replace the ECU with another one and see if that code goes away. I may have either blown the fuse or damaged the ECU by not disconnecting this battery before I did the PCV and bumping into it with the intake manifold. Let's keep checking the fuses. All these are good. I'm checking the other. Got to figure out what's going wrong here so this car could be check engine light free. We swapped the computer. Check engine light's still on. Checked all the fuses. So we're gonna run the code, see what the code is. If it's the same code, we gotta chase some wires. We still have the error code P0245, boost control solenoid. It's trying to figure out why that ECU replacement didn't clear it, and we don't have any fuses that cleared it. I talked to my Volvo Master Tech and figured out that the blue-brown wire and the connector is supposed to have power while the car is running. And it doesn't. It gets the same power to the fuel injector relay from here. So there may be some break in the wire. I think there's a connector, he said, under the ECU box that runs over to here. I could check the continuity in that wire if I take the ECU box out, find that 14 plug connector. Green goes into it, it comes out that blue brown wire, then comes over here into the switch. We have no power there. So what I'm doing now, I'm testing that. I opened up somebody's splice here at this fuel injector relay and got it powered to that. So I'm gonna start the car, check it, make sure it still has 12 volts. It did. Clear the code, see if the code comes back. As suspected, no check engine light. Clear the code, shut the car off, start it back up, no check engine light. So we're gonna hardwire that in, take the car for a test drive, see if code comes back. If not, we're gonna be good to go. And see if we got boost. I need to give this valve power when the car is running. I could take it from inside under the dash, or I could take it from where it gets its power from that's shared with this fuel injector relay. So I'm gonna take it from there. Run it back behind here, under there, and up into this sleeve. Let me get to cracking. Got my wiring and my splices. Should be all done with this R. Wire power to that BCS. Ready to take it for a test drive, see if she gives boost and all that good stuff. About to see if we got boost, people. Uphill's the ticket. Get a little bit more boost. Got about 5 pounds. Get a little more boost. A lot more than we had, probably double. I'm here with Peter. He's got a T5 98 model, and he's got the original window sticker. Couple things on here. Leather seats, $1,200. Walnut trim dash, an option for $600. Sports package, which includes fog lights and the trunk lid spoiler on the back of the wagon, $600. Tracks, cold weather package, which include heated seats, that's $800. Volvo on-call roadside assistance and a destination charge, $575. It was supposed to get 18 in the city, 25 on the highway. V70 T5. Peter likes his T5 wagons, and I come over here and he's got a freaking Shelby Cobra. Well, I mean, like, what are we talking about that for? Well, you got a Shelby Cobra over here, powered by SVT. These things come stock with 540 He said he changed some kind of pulley on here. Is this a supercharger up top?
Yes.
And it's got 6 what now?
610.
610. Good Lord. And he's got this lawnmower in the way. We can't even take it for a spin. Nice black with a nice black stripe down it. Man, that thing looks nice. Look at that matte stripe. I'm going to put one of them on Panther. Draining the coolant. About to do the thermostat. We got an error code for the ECT. And we're going to do the heater core. So, dropping that coolant down there. I tugged on this lower panel. And somebody had tucked the screw down in here. You see the hole for it? So we got an extra screw holding this panel up here because the wings are damaged. See, that is damaged and that is damaged. So they put a screw through there that goes right up there. Anything that'll make it work, that's the little screw there. It's Phillips. They could have put it up there where we could have easily seen it, but they hid it from me. So I tugged a couple times. I said, that's too tight. I found it. They also didn't have this light plugged in. So we're going to plug this light back in. Here's the ETC. Volvo branded, boy. Oh, yeah. And the new Volvo thermostat going in. We're going to flush it with some distilled water first. Flushing out the standard coolant. Taking that stuff out. Putting in some Volvo coolant. Got it draining while I'm filling it. After this bottle, I'm going to shut the car off and let that drain out and then put in the Volvo 100%. I do not have a thermostat or a thermostat gasket in there, so that's leaking a little bit, not enough to matter. Just water leaking down the driveway a little bit. Just about done with the flush. It is, folks, Volvo coolant. We did a glove test. Didn't pass, but it didn't fail. We got like a C or a D. So we're probably going to deal with that in the spring. Do the PCV job. Save some money on that deal. Letting the water drain out. When it gets done draining, I'm going to add the Volvo coolant. Peter's ashamed to admit it, but this car hadn't been getting up to temp for, he said, don't say it. Let's just say for longer than 3 days. We pull the thermostat out, and I see there it says 1102. So I grabbed the new thermostat just out of curiosity to see if that's the date. And sure enough, this one says 0819. So this is 1 year old thermostat in the box. That one is 18 years old. So even the thermostats have dates. You can check that before you replace it. But if your temperature is not getting up to 3 o'clock and maintaining that, just replace the thermostat. It's, $30, cheap insurance. We're about to do brake fluid. Got that brake fluid tester right here in my hand. Bam. Bad brake fluid. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.